All right, so on Friday, the Dow was down 769, Nasdaq down 255. You can see the SPY pulling in a little extra volume with the Israel-Iran thing. So who knows what to expect this week? The oil plays were on fire thanks to that, and there should be plenty to watch. Let me remind you all, this video I'm just focusing on in-play stocks on the daily charts that could give us the intraday setups that we know how to trade. All right, so if you're new, pause the video and read that. I'm going to go into it. By the way, some really nice calls in UMAC by Sahil, NUKK. I'm talking about on Friday by Keith R. Ramesh give us INDO, had a huge move above that. URGN, some calls. So there was definitely some good stuff to trade. And we always talk about needing a theme in the market. You know, think Bitcoin, think COVID, the themes. I really don't like if war makes oil a theme, but at least there are some things moving, so there should be plenty to trade this week. And I'm going to start with TORO, which had a big pop on Friday. You can tell it hasn't been trading that long, so certainly could have a follow-through day. CCJ, which I believe is a uranium miner, nice volume back here and really coiling since then, so that one's worth watching. CRML, which I believe is rare earth play, had a big volume day and a kind of a nice breakout, could certainly have a follow-through day. CRCL has only been trading for what, 6-7 days, and it's right back up near recent highs. Great relative strength on Friday, so we're going to keep that one on watch. GPRE trying to break out there, nice day on Friday. Solar Edge, SEDG, trying to break out the most recent high back here on February 19th. I could go out to a 1-year chart, maybe give you a better look. You got that horizontal line there. It is very close to a breakout. The solars were very strong on Friday. PRZO, I believe, is an Israeli defense play. Defense meaning war-related, so something to think about there. And it did have extra volume and went out at the highs. If I get rid of this big volume spike, you'll be able to see that. Let me do this again. You're going to see how the high relative volume on Friday, and it went out at its highs. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one. BATL also hasn't been trading. Wait a minute. Let me pause this video. All right, that's a better view. You can kind of see the breakout on Friday, closing well off its highs at $1.64, but it actually ran to 249 in after hours. I should have been watching that one for a nice after hours trade, but I also wanted to start my weekend, right? HOVR, really big move intraday, but closing well off its highs. That's enough to put it on my radar. OP, another huge mover. NEON, another huge mover. HUSA, that's an oil play. We want to watch those. Fuel Cell, FCEL, 4 days in a row down, and see how the volume's declining. It's back down in that buy zone between the 8 and 20 day, close to basically retesting. This area here was resistance. It's kind of retesting. Kevin P looks for this stuff all the time, retesting the breakout area. So that one goes back on bounce watch. JOBY is a recent mover. Now it's had a couple down days into that below the 8 day. Could be a potential bounce play. RRGB feels like nobody's watching it. Had a big volume pop here on earnings, and now it's working its way down, 5 red days in a row down to the 20 day. That one could bounce on Monday, so we'll see. And then Lulu I'm going to throw on there because it's just been decimated since earnings, but it's getting down near these April lows. And you could see in this area, you could see a nice snapback bounce. All right, so that's it for me. I'll see you guys in chat in pre-market on Monday, and we'll add some gappers to this list. Have a great Father's Day to all you fathers, and I'll see you guys on Monday.